They were being driven to a prison through no fault of their own. In all probability, for life. How much easier it would be to walk to the gallows than to this tomb of horrors. Let us begin.
Hello, everybody. I had to double check that the effects were off there. Hello. I'm like, oh no, panic. Panic at my disco. Welcome, everybody, to the Oddities D&D. Oh, so glad to be here. Was looking forward to this all day. Now, we're going to go around and we're going to introduce the players for this evening, starting with Rose.
Hi, I'm not Brandon Yuri, but I am panicking at the disco.
Hey.
There
Across from there, we've got Colt.
Hi, I'm Chuck. I play half-orc rogue Colt, and I'm the fire at the disco. No? Okay.
Okay, bye.
No, we get
I'll
it.
workshop it.
Inside joke. I get it. Across from there, we've got Nagheim.
Hi, I'm Zanzan, or as people may like to call me now, the Lorax, and I speak for the strippers. Oh, I play Nagheim, your drow wizard.
And last but not least, Viria.
Not all who wander are lost, but I most certainly am. And I play Viria, the Hexblade Warlock, and I'm Ari, by the way.
Hey.
That's
All
such
right.
an
And I'm-
accurate opener.
Right.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I play Rose. I forgot that part.
oh, that's all good.
If you're joining us for the first time,
Oh,
go back
boy.
and watch some of the earlier episodes. You're
Yeah.
going to be lost.
It's okay, we are too.
And if this is your first time, no, we are always this level of prepared. With that, who is going to be reading the recap from last time?
I know some of you like to act it out, and I'd be happy to read it again, unless someone else wants to chime in.
I could go find my glasses. Oh. I forgot to bring them. I can find my glasses.
Go ahead, Chuck.
I'll do it up.
Next time.
The Tomb of Horrors. The Oddities and Thorndyke inspect the strange room they find themselves in and discover instruments made of skulls arranged around the concert hall. When Nagheim uses magic to activate them, the entire group suffers psychic damage and some kind, and comes to the realization that they should avoid using magic while inside the tomb. Strange rumblings from within also alert them to something monstrous inhabiting the maze. They continue exploring the labyrinth, eventually find a room filled with trapped gold and a levitating mirror. With no shard in sight, the Oddities leave this room behind and stumble upon a door, identifying this underground tomb as the lair of...
Ass crack.
Asrarak.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
A
Sarah rack. There you go.
A Sarah rack. Sarah's rack. A powerful demi-lich. The group carries on and enter yet another room with two sets of glass platforms stretching out into the darkness beyond. Rose volunteers to jump her way across the platforms, with some of them shattering under her weight. Thankfully, the use of rope and featherfall bubblegum given to them by Trixie saves her from plunging to her death in the chasm below. Upon finally reaching the end, Rose notices a set of 4 depressions in the wall, sticks her hand within, and gets stuck. Viria, Thorndyke, and a member of Thorndyke's crew come to her aid and reach into the remaining 3 holes, unlocking the hidden plate in the wall. This secret compartment holds a brass artifact of sorts, which they decide to grab. After making their way back... No? Okay. The group enters what could possibly be the final room in this tomb, holding 6 strange obelisks within. Dun dun dun!
Well done. Well done. So... Shaboom. And we transform. Now, anybody who is proficient can start this game off by making an investigation check.
Oh, I am proficient.
You're doing
in
this on
that.
purpose, Jason.
No, I'm reading the script.
That's a 24,
That's
baby.
great. That's great. All right. So with that, looking around inside the room, you at first don't notice anything out of the ordinary other than the simple makeup of the 6 pillars around you. But as your eyes follow up to look at the ceiling, you notice that it is different from the rest of the smooth surfaces and intricately cut stone flooring and walls. The ceiling seems almost porous, like a pumice stone, if anything.
Oh, good for rubbing hard skin off one's feet.
Absolutely.
Make them soft.
When you're, undead necromancer, you gotta... Dead skin's a bad thing. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It's
how else are you
everywhere.
gonna make that OnlyFans money?
exactly.
Get them toes looking good.
I mean-
Demilicious.
Massage session between Rose and Paul.
Let's
you never
not bring
know.
my
An ass
profession
crack.
into this.
I was referring.
No, we don't.
to-
We don't have to fight the Demolish. We just need to offer them foot massages. That's all.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were gonna offer him sex, but you know what?
I mean, we
The
could try
massages
both.
is probably better.
We're just getting out our yayas early. Colt looks up to the ceiling and he's like, "Does that look like limestone to you, or everything else seems like it's carved out of like a marble or like a harder stone, correct?"
I think
What
stones
difference
is-
does it make?
I don't
Yeah, I've never read
know.
about stones.
Just recently, Colt discussing getting the stairway redone at the house. He had to think about what kind of did they want slate, what kind of marble is there. So he just notices it's different from everything else. And does it look like the ceiling? Would I notice with my investigation that it looks like it's rough hewn, like it's natural, or that it was carved in such a way?
It looks unnatural, but not carved.
Like it was hollowed out, but not as fine craftsmanship as everything else?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Well, there's bowls at the top.
Of the obelisks?
Yeah, what do you think those are for?
Well, how tall are the obelisks? Does it look like I can scamper up the side?
I'd say sure. Like you could find some footholds, like beside, like it's kind of like there's a cutout into the wall, and it kind of sits within it. So like
Oh, I
if you go
can-
around the room, it's like a square kind of layout, but they're like inset in the wall, just enough to fit those obelisks. But you can like squeeze a foot, like kind of like rock climbing. You squeeze your foot into there, and then you can, you can see up top if you want.
Well, I can give you a boost.
Yeah, help me up.
I also
Yep.
have
Oh, yeah.
the other me, and I have Albert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously. Colt looks a little disappointed because he wanted to show off.
You can climb if you want. I just
Oh,
don't
how
want
about
anyone to
how
get
about
Iria's
all-
just waiting at the base of the obelisk with like her hands ready to like give Colt the boots. She's like,
How
"Are we
many
are we
are
doing
there?
this?"
Sorry,
6.
6.
Yes. Sorry.
Well, Nag will be like, well, Colt, you look at that one. Albert will fly up to another one beside it.
And Colt will run
My-
at Viria.
My image of myself will fly up to another one, and Nikon will look to what's his face's crew. Like, there's 3 more that need to be looked in.
And I would like to Jackie Chan my way up there.
Go for it.
4 more, Gagheim. I thought you knew how to count.
Didn't you say there's 6?
Yeah.
We
I'm
covered
helping
3.
Colt with 1.
Yeah, we
Oh,
cover.
you're
We're
looking-
covering 3.
Okay, you're looking at
So-
2 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 31.
Up you
Can I
go.
try to climb one on my own without any help?
Sure.
Of course you can.
I don't need no boosty boost.
You could literally
Guidance.
jump to the top, I'm sure.
As Rose runs by, Nagheim just does the quick.
All right. So all of you manage to look up top, and you do see that it is a large ceramic kind of bowl surface. Aside from like dust and maybe some cobwebs that kind of line the top, nothing too out of the ordinary.
Can I stick my hand in
You can.
and then take it out again? And
Cobwebs.
then take one of my daggers and just drop it in and pull my hand away really fast.
Okay.
Okay. And actually lean back a little bit too.
Okay. Dagger in the bowl. You're leaning back. Looks impressive.
Nothing in there? Nothing
Nope.
happening?
Well, there's a
Okay,
dagger
take-
in there, but you know.
I'll take my dagger back and
There you go.
wipe it off.
Does the ceiling look wet?
Not at the moment, no.
How close am I? Can I take out one of my swords and poke at the ceiling?
Ooh, you're about. Viri's helping you right now?
Well, I gave him a boost.
Oh,
So he-
I get you. So
Yeah,
you'd be
I
about.
can climb up on top of the bowl if there's room up above me. to do
Even
so.
that, you might be a little too shy, I'll say. Yeah. It's a pretty tall ceiling.
Mhm.
Would I reach it with like my extra 2 feet? Not 2 feet, 2 inches. Fuck.
Definitely
I'll,
no.
Rather than
no.
No,
shout,
I'm
I'll
thinking
ear-
like Cult is on top of the obelisk and like attempting to like poke it and still can't. So
I'll
Well, I have a
just
long
rather than
sword.
shouting, I'll message Nagheim as like, can you get Albert to have a little peck at the ceiling?
I was thinking that.
Just
Uh,
right
Al-
above me.
Yeah, Albert will kind of flutter over and just hover a little bit, waiting for like a little boost to like kind of give him a bit of like just give him a toss, throw him up, give him a little speed boost. He's not the strongest.
Okay, Cult's gonna go right between his legs and go.
make an athletics check.
Oh,
Guidance.
I believe
I don't know that you want guidance for this.
Oh,
I am
no.
currently
Albert has control over it.
proficient. Oh, whoops! I get the first roll. Oh, 20, plus 4.
What's Albert's dexterity?
Oh God, I forgot to open this up. What is he? A raven.
20 plus 5, so yeah, that's 25.
No, raven, not rascal. Google, please. 14.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Man, just because you're proficient in something doesn't mean you should use it.
10.
10? Sure. So, you see Cult kind of like granny bowling ball Albert right up to the ceiling, and you see Albert just right, beelining it there. But thankfully, it's like one of those like cars through the desert that like eject the parachute. You just see Albert like kind of like because beak to pumice stone, like they were gonna like and out. So yes,
Prepping to catch.
Albert would use as much of the momentum though to try to actually like peck at the ceiling.
yep. Most of it is stone, but there are a few like little pumice-like holes that he can barely fit his beak into. But that's about it.
What about like a talon?
Oh yeah, talon's smaller than a beak, so
Yeah, so we'll try to like claw into it a little bit to see if anything comes out.
just like dust and sediment and all that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Can I have a look around the
Birds back to
room
me.
while they're inspecting the obelisks?
Sure. Or the ceiling, you mean?
Well,
You want to
No,
check like the
'cause I'm-
obelisks?
Well, just around the room, see if I find like any markings of sort, maybe.
Okay. So,
Any...
looking around the room, you do see that Thorndyke and his crew are inspecting the obelisks and kind of doing the same, but I'll get you to make an Arcana check.
Oh boy. Okay. 8.
Looks like a room with obelisks.
Cool.
Can I, so Rose, in the bowl, does she notice anything different from the view now that she's in the bowl on top of the obelisk?
Good question. Make a perception check.
Ah, perception queen. 18.
With that, from that height, you see that in the center of the room, there is a carving that's circular in the center of the room. It's not raised, it's not lowered, but you do see the etching of it around.
I'm gonna yell at Nagaheim, be like, hey, Nagaheim, look at that. It makes a circle. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
Does it mean anything?
Would it remind Nagheim of anything in the books or anything that they have read?
Nope.
Would it look anything like that I've ever seen in history books?
Just looks like the outline of a circle,
Okay.
like carved into the stone. Yeah.
I don't want to risk this. Fuck.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Rose will say out loud to everyone, well, these bowls are clearly meant for water, so what if we put a little bit of water and see what happens?
Do you think water comes out of like up there and then fills the bowls and then something happens?
I don't know.
Floods the room and drowns us all.
I was thinking blood first, but
My thought was
What
blood as well.
water
We could
seems
try
like
water.
a good start, you know, rather than wasting blood, which we only have like a limited supply of. I can actually create water.
Also,
Oh,
blood
not
seems
today
icky.
though.
Use that spell though.
Not today, and I won't. And
Magic
thank
is
you for
still
the
magic.
reminder.
Is it a good idea to be using water canteens for this, though? We don't know how long we'll be down here.
Well, wait.
We could fill up one and then see.
Yeah, is there still not water in the hallways?
Oh yeah.
Or did that water drain away?
Oh no, it's there.
Well,
Is it?
if somebody
didn't-
has a
it-
bucket.
And the mug.
Oh, I had a barrel, but I got rid of it. Somebody said I'm not Link, so I can't carry everything.
I assumed you put the barrel in the bag of holding, but
Yeah.
Did I?
I don't
didn't
know. Did you?
list it.
Or did you go, it's a fucking barrel, I'll never need that.
I pretty much. You know what? I don't want to be a liar, so I think I did just get rid of it.
No worries.
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
a barrel.
in the list of
like,
things
wasn't in the
you
list.
gave
I'm not-
me
okay,
for
so
the bag, so...
it's all good.
Let's see. Do I?
Well,
I have a
if
water skin. I've got the bourbon bottle.
one of you consumed a potion recently, if you kept the glass bottle for that, we could use that to collect water.
I have a
didn't-
teacup.
I didn't want a litter, so I still
I
have
have-
one.
I always have a teacup with me.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, like, we could try to see if putting a bit of water in the bowl does anything.
I
Sure.
need my bourbon for spells, so I'm gonna lower the potion bottle down to Viria.
I'll go fill up my teacup as well.
Now,
I don't really
Alright.
want to use the water skins on that hall water because it could probably be dirty.
I'm gonna clean my teacup after.
so you go back and I'll get you to make a perception check.
Guidance.
Viria?
Do I also need to do? Or...
Who's doing the perception?
Yeah.
Who's getting the water?
Viria.
Oh, you're both getting the water?
Yeah.
No, I'm staying on top. Or
No, no.
yeah, sorry,
not
Nagpie.
you. There we go. It's hard because I'm looking at a screen and you don't know who I'm looking at. Yeah. Fan yourself, baby. And I'll get you, or sorry, Viria, that's Arcana. Roll a perception check, Viria.
4.
4. Excellent. You see water. So, did you have a container that you were going to fill up, Vera?
An empty potion bottle.
Fair enough.
Since I drank one last session.
Gotcha. But Nagheim with a 17, this is the first time you guys have stopped to notice that the water stops right at the doorway. And when you fill up your little teacup and bring it back into the room, evaporates.
Is it like the Red Sea? Where the water literally just stops like there's an invisible barrier?
Is that what happens at the Red Sea?
Dude, do you not know your Bible stories?
Oh, don't get me excited. I was like, this natural phenomena. I need to see this now. Okay,
Well,
now I get what you're saying.
In the 80s at Universal Studios, they had like a Red Sea partying phase that you
Yeah.
could like walk through. It was
I get you.
whatever.
I get you. Sort of. Yes. It's just like there's a barrier and the water can't get through into the different rooms. You didn't notice it the last few rooms that you've kind of transitioned from outside to inside, but now that you're like focusing in on water, oh yeah, look at that. Crazy.
I'm gonna open up my water skin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it empty?
Nope.
Okay. I won't. I'll have Albert deliver it to Cult. I will not mage hand it. I'll have the bird do it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The water from the hallway cannot enter this room. And when I think about it, it didn't enter any of the rooms.
That's weird.
That's magic.
That's magic.
I mean,
Or-
if these rooms can lock people inside, they probably don't want people, I don't know, like, bringing more water in. You'd want people trapped in your room to, you know, die of thirst or something, so.
Well, let's give it a go. Look.
How much are you pouring in there?
Just a little to start, like
Okay.
a cup's worth.
It's almost like you're pouring water into a saucepan.
Oh, snap. It's like evaporating. But like because of heat, and I put my hand towards the bowl. Imagine he's standing like on feet on the sides of the bowl,
Mhm.
looking down at it.
Yep.
And he sort of leans down and checks for heat.
Nothing?
Ooh, that's a little bit weird.
What happened?
It's not hot, but it's acting like it's hot and like sizzling off the water.
Can I look to see if I see any like arcane symbols or writing anywhere?
You don't see any arcane symbols. You do see the carving that's on all the obelisks, which, like I mentioned before, is looking like a hand holding a torch from the bottom up. And beneath that is a hollowed out circle, which Thorndyke and the party are investigating on the other side of the room.
Thorndyke.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me if this is stupid. Why don't
Probably
you try
not.
putting some fire in the hollowed out circle.
I could do fire.
Or-
Proper
You're up
fire,
there.
not magic. Oh, you're not talking to me.
I was saying Thorndyke because he's by one of them. Because Rose is also up top.
Are you saying this
Literally
just to,
out
well,
here.
it's yeah, the room
Well-
is kind of enclosed. Everybody could hear you. So, Colt,
Yeah.
if you want to strike up a fire, go for it.
Viria, can you pass me my tinderbox and a bit of paper? Thank you.
Because if these are also cult, you do. If my theory is correct, you do not want to be in the bowl or close to it. If you're gonna put the fire inside that hollowed out hole.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Do we want to maybe light something and give it to... I'm
Somebody
sorry,
on-
what is the bird's name?
Albert.
Thank you.
Albert.
Do we want to give it to Albert and they can just kind of,
We
drop
should
it
have
in.
torches. We should
I
have torches
think-
in the bag.
I
Is
think
Albert
we
able
have
to carry a
torches?
torch?
And Rose, do you want to try
well,
and just do you want to
I
try and
believe.
get a hole in one, chuck one up while we
Yeah.
stand clear?
Yeah,
All
go
right.
for it.
And Colt's gonna scramble down.
Yes, please get down. I want everyone to keep their eyes out along the walls and the ceilings.
Okay. So
As
when
we
you
light it
say
on
that,
fire.
Thorndyke will tell the crew to kind of get into the center of the room. If you guys want to join as well, and everybody kind of back to back, make sure.
Eyes, one person, eyes on each
I'll watch the
obelisk.
ceiling.
All right,
I'm
Rose.
gonna take a javelin and stab a torch to make a mega long torch. So that way I can just go like boop.
Ah, see you studied up on that ye old adventurer MacGyver.
Yeah, I'm a pro at this.
Is MacGyver canon?
MacGyver is.
MacGyver
The
is
Rock
canon.
ain't.
You've heard of MacGyver?
You've heard of MacGyver? I've read all his books. He's great.
My dad told me all the time about MacGyver. You gotta MacGyver this, MacGyver that.
I know, right? It's a figure of speech now. Love it. All right, let's see this shit.
So I will say, what is a good check for this?
I have 13 torches if anyone is interested.
Let's say,
I'd say-
fuck it. Let's call this a survival check. Why not? Hit me with a survival check, Rose.
Guidance.
Awesome.
We never use survival.
I did now.
Way.
I think I've made my
17.
way through every
Guidance.
single one of the skills on the list. Somehow. I'm very happy about that. 17? Great. So, you kind of edge it over and try and light it like, you know, an Olympic kind of thing. I forget what they call it. What is it called?
Torch.
No, not the torch, the thing, the bowl?
Flame.
Oh,
Flame.
the eternal flame.
Yes, you're.
The Olympic bowl of flame.
So you light your eternal flame, and nothing happens.
No, but Albert's gonna put the torch in the hollowed out circle.
Oh, I thought we were going in the bowl. I'm sorry.
I thought we were going in the
I was
bowl.
saying-
Okay, so let me correct this. Rose, is that what you were going for, or were you going for the hole?
Well, now that I understood we're doing the hole, I'm gonna do the hole.
Okay, so we'll say we tried the top part first, and then, yeah, you and Albert can do the holes.
Just to see if anything happens.
Yes, do the holes.
No, nothing happens. Even when you're doing two holes at once, nothing happens.
It's usually a very good recipe.
I know. I mean, I don't know.
How about everybody take a torch, and then six of
once.
us do it at once. Yeah.
Here, I have plenty.
I'll go
Roll
take the
holds her
torch.
12 torches.
I'll take the torch from Albert, so he doesn't have to keep holding it there. I'll have him on my shoulder. Yeah. I'll have him nestle in on my neck.
He just kind of leans up and passes out.
Yep. I'll put a little bit
If
of
I
my hair over
can
him.
interest anyone on a javelin, I have 3 more.
Well, Thorndyke won't grab a javelin. You hang on to that, but he will take one of the torches you've got, if that's cool. So he'll light that, and I think another member of his party. Are all of you doing a torch as well? Or do you want 3 and 3?
I just reach into my bag of holding and grab a torch as well.
Okay, so Viri, Cult, yes. Nagheim, yes.
Mhm.
Rose, are you doing a torch, or are you standing back?
I'm still holding on to the one that MacGyver.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and Thorndyke and one more of his crew. You've all got lit torches, and you want to throw it into, or not throw it, just place it into the holes, correct? Yes?
2 seconds though. Rose, you keep your focus on this half of the room, and I'll keep my focus on the other half. Since we both are very perceptive people, that way we have coverage.
So I'll say if that's the case, maybe you two give your torches to some of
Well, I mean-
Thorndyke's crew to let them do it, and you can perceive instead.
I'll guidance Rose.
That's fair.
Okay, perfect.
Guidance myself.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. Everybody kind of sticks their torches in. Nothing happens.
Maybe the fire goes into the bowls then.
Yeah, how are we gonna do that all at the same time?
Is there?
Just toss them in?
We could do a
Or
check
we
for
all
that.
climb
Yeah.
up.
What's that?
Or we all climb up and then just time ourselves.
Are there any maybe like subtle lines or anything going down the pillars, maybe towards the circle on the floor? Like now that I'm like up close looking at it to see if there's any connector.
Not that you can see, no.
Just to see how easy it is, Colt's gonna try and just toss from the ground up into the bowl.
Okay. Athletics check.
Lob it up. Da-da.
Excuse me.
+5 because I am proficient today. So
Oh, because you
19.
took the thing. Right on.
Yeah.
So 19. Hole in one.
Hole in one. And as it sits there and does anything seem like it's happening?
You get a few crackles because this is one that you didn't inspect. Like all the cobwebs and dust that's kind of around there, just kind of, you know. I used to do that during bartending. I would light drinks on fire and like throw some cinnamon at it and like, it would just kind of, yeah.
I thought you were like, oh, it stunk like burning cobwebs. I'm like, what kind of bar
No.
would you drink at? A goth
I was like,
bar,
why are you
obviously.
setting like cobwebs on fire in a bar? Like what?
Like,
'Cause
what
it's
kind of
fun?
drink
No.
are you making?
No, so you do see like that added little like spark to it because those are going up in flames. You see a spider. Why? But that's about it.
Murderer.
Where's Vincent Price? Colt is going to encourage everyone to like, I guess give it a go. If they
Okay.
fall down, we can try throwing them up.
I'm throwing it.
All right.
I'm gonna stand in the
Athletics
middle of the
check.
circle.
Yeah.
Will I ever roll above a 10?
Oh
that's a
shit! I should
10.
have guidance you.
I mean, it hits it, and a spark goes into the bowl, and you do see, much like Cult's bowl, that all the little things kind of just fizzle away. And then two people on Thorndyke's crew, they manage to get it in. Thorndyke whiffs it. It just kind of hits the back wall, and he's like, well, fuck.
I'm gonna go stand in the middle of the circle specifically
Sure.
and just look around from there, trying to see if I can get a different perspective.
Colt will go in guidance himself and then throw the remaining torches in.
Sure.
How many more do we have left?
I'd say 2? So make 2
You can
rolls.
do the other one, if anything.
So you whiff it even worse than Thorndyke did.
Wait.
Okay,
That's
I'm waiting.
+5, so 9 and
Same answer.
10, 11, 12.
Oh, I
Total.
see. Not
My
as bad
guidance-
as Thorndyke, but it just kind of like you bounce it off the rim. But you said you were doing 2, so go ahead, make another one.
Okay.
Maybe try the granny throw again. And this is +5.
That's +5, so 16 and guidance again.
20. You're
so
in.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's just one more remaining.
I give it back to Vera. I'm like, come on, you just like underhand it. It's
Guidance.
really tempting to overhand it, but you underhand it. Doesn't look as cool, but you get a better result.
From above her
and
shoulder.
she guidance. She guidance.
Nagaheim gave him to get come on.
Oh my god.
You go between the legs and you ricochet off the top of the ceiling, and it comes dangerously close to smacking you in the head.
It's like lawn darts, but they're on fire.
Yeah. Rose,
I
you want to
give
give
up
this
and
one a
I'm
go?
just gonna go sit in a corner and wait.
Fair enough. Rose, you want to give this a shot here?
Come on, Rose, show us how it's done.
So there's 2 that how many were missed?
Just one more.
Okay, I'd like to just run and
Mhm.
kind of like basketball style.
Air Jordan? Yeah.
Dunk,
Kind
dunk a torch in the one that remains empty.
Sweet. All right, let's see it. Athletics check with guidance. Natural 20.
Boom! Goes the rose.
You don't acknowledge like who's on the ground, but like one of Thorndyke's crew was looking at the hole and they turned to report and they just see you like space jamming over top of their head and boom. Yeah, you even catch the rim and do that bounce back and then swing back and land in the center of the room again.
And I go back to perceiving things as instructed.
You bet. So there is a torch within each of the bowls. You're looking around. Nothing happens.
Cox! Cox.
So about that blood idea.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm
we're
gonna-
missing something still.
I will bring out my quill and prick my finger with it,
Okay.
and I will put my hand in the carved out hole.
Okay.
Just gonna press it in to see if anything happens.
How far in?
How far in does the hole go? Jesus. Like, I gotta
One way to
like,
find out.
elbow deep? Sure, why not? Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
It's
So-
not a party until you call
Yeah. So you stick your arm elbow deep, blood seeping off your finger, and you feel it become red hot instantaneously. And you take
Mm-hmm.
45 points of fire damage.
What?
You pull your arm out. It is charred black.
Oh. 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 I run.
I'd like
As soon as I see that, I'll get up from my sitting position and dig into my pack for a potion.
no healers. I have a healer's. Oh, no, I can't use healer's kit. Oh, fuck.
This is gonna need a potion.
I have a
gonna
potion.
carry-
This fucking hurts.
Mhm. Nagheim is there, and you know when you're in so much pain, you were just incredibly calm. Nagheim's just gonna go in and pull off their belt. There's a potion of superior healing, and just drink it.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't fucking do that again, obviously. Nobody put the arms into the holes.
Who was
Nobody?
watching the obelisk when Nagheim did this? Make a
I
perception
saw-
check.
I mean, technically, but I won't even. I
19.
won't even roll.
You did see for a moment that the bowl ignited.
Yeah.
Maybe it's powered by blood, but like, just don't fucking put your arm in it.
We have to get it in there somehow. And if this is
Maybe
blood
pipette?
magic,
I'm
blood
gonna.
magic comes with sacrifices.
I'm gonna move up to one of them and just kind of like nick my palm with my blade and just kind of like try and flick some blood inside without touching the
Okay. Make a.
blood flicking check.
Sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
sure. Roll a d20.
Guidance.
Blood flicking.
So
Flick
what am I
that hole.
rolling?
A d20.
Just a d20, okay.
Yep.
Giving you guidance. I don't know if it helps.
Yes.
It's like you've never flicked a hole before. Like what?
Okay.
Holy shit! You got more on the guidance
Oh.
than what? What are you
No.
doing?
No, I didn't see that first.
It's a 1.
I clicked twice accidentally. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like my luck, all right.
So you do prick your
So
finger.
5.
You do
With
prick
the
your
guidance.
finger, and you go to kind of splash it at the thing, but it didn't go directly straight, so it kind of like splished on like one of Thorndyke's crew, and they're like, "Hey man, what the fuck?"
It's a small opening.
I have
Can I try again?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a go and get like. someone to watch the brazier up on top.
And I have Albert giving us a bird's eye view.
What do I have that can help me with this?
So you flick the blood instead of like a ha, you go ha, and it gets
On the hiya.
hole in one. Nothing happens.
Oh. Geez, are we gonna have to like do some sort of like flesh sacrifice? This seems. This is gonna take some of us out.
What if it was just not enough blood, and then Rose will take her dagger?
Let's
and...
stop stabbing each other.
Do you got any ideas, Thorndyke? You deal with this kind of shit all the time.
Yeah, you got any better ideas?
I do.
Well,
I'll wait for you to finish your sentence.
no, speak.
All right. 3 of you, 3 of us. Everybody take an obelisk.
And what are we doing with it?
The only reaction we got was when Nagham stuck their arm inside.
Okay, question, follow-up question.
I'm not risking my friends or your crew's flesh for this shit.
Mr. Thorndyke, do you have a stack of greater potions we're not aware of?
Yes, I
Did
do.
you not see? Really?
I have 3 total.
But yeah. I believe this is in either a necrotic magic or a magic based on blood. And
It
sometimes
wasn't
both.
too long ago in some of the other rooms. I believe it was Nagham who mentioned that necromancers of this kind, they do require some sort of sacrifice in order to proceed. I don't see how this is any different, seeing Nagham's current situation. So,
Okay, but how many potions you got?
enough for me and my crew. Hopefully you have enough for you and your crew.
But this is just one room. What if we encounter more of this shit elsewhere?
And I'm very thankful that I purchased all those potions. Now,
also have an
do we
idea
want to
for-
try this, or are there other options we want to cross off the list first?
I don't think we have many options.
Nagham, you got an idea?
No, I have an idea for the mirrored room.
Oh, for the mirror room.
This is the only way to get answers is to do the research, and sometimes the research requires more than you may be willing to give. It hurts. My arm is mostly numb. I can offer it again.
Nah, you've already gone once. Let us have a go. And he's
But
gonna take off his jacket and roll up his shirt.
So raise your hand. Who? I'm guessing Nagham is sitting this one out.
Yes. Beer's making them sit it out, and they're out. Literally.
I blame Rose because she's looking like she's trying to take a selfie.
I was checking my Be Real.
Checking your what?
It's
I
fine,
don't
I'll
have a
play later.
choice. Discord said you're sitting this out.
That's okay. That's okay. You already took a hit. So 1, 2, 3. You're all taking an obelisk, yeah?
Yeah.
Before that,
Yes.
Thorndyke will pull Rose aside for a quick second.
Soap.
You let me know if you're out of potions.
I mean, I never have enough.
Are you good?
What you got?
You let me know.
And he'll go to his obelisk. I'm guessing like you're not going 1, 1, 1, 1. You're like Oddities on this side, Thorndyke on that side. Okay.
I'm also gonna drink a quick regular potion
Sure.
while everyone's doing this.
'Kay.
And by drink it, I think I'll just like pour it on the burn. You know?
And then when that doesn't work,
Exactly.
I respect it. All right. So, everybody, on the count of 3, please stick your arms into said hole.
Left arm.
Prick yourself
I'm right
first.
dominant.
Make sure you prick yourself first.
Oh, right.
I have a magical quill that can do it for you if you need.
Now, do you guys think pricking is the way to go?
It's how we got the reaction from Nag.
Well, maybe the blood has nothing to do with it.
Maybe it's just
Because it didn't
flesh.
do anything when you flicked your blood in there.
Oh, that's right.
So, prick, no prick.
I'll try no prick.
I
Okay.
guess no prick.
No prick.
No prick? No prick's going in the hole. All right. So,
Well, I'll go with my dragon arm then, since I cut my
smart.
regular arm.
All right.
What's
So-
it gonna do? Melt?
In 3,
Hopefully.
2, 1.
In we go.
In you go.
Oh
So-
my god.
There is 43 points of fire damage divided by the 7 of you, or 6 of you, excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
So each of you takes
cool.
7 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's kind of nifty. Sorry, Nagheim.
Look, it's Negheim's background is of the sage, which is research.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens when you do research and experiments.
Yeah.
You get burnt.
You got it.
Also, was this magical fire?
It felt pretty real.
Okay, so no allergic reactions.
I usually count that when you cast it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
not
cool.
when you receive it. Yeah, that would be cruel. But as Nagheim and the rest of Thorndyke's crew are standing in the center, as soon as everybody puts their arms in and feels the searing heat, all at once, all the braziers on top of the obelisks come alight in a blue flame. And very quickly, underneath your feet in the center of the room, you feel the circle turn and pry itself
Stepping off of
apart.
it.
Yeah, there you go. And you see a thin pillar with a brass dome on the very top of it extend from the ground and then pry itself slowly open to reveal inside, sitting on a velvet pillow, a tiny little music box.
Nagheim will. Before anyone's hands come out of the hole, Nagheim will grab it.
And you set off the trap that does. No, I'm kidding.
Nagaheim. You should always put a bag of caltrops if you're taking something. Like,
This
like,
isn't a fairy tale.
No, but like Montana Jones, you know, you never know if there could be a trap.
You know, many of those stories have been proven to just be like made up from a bard.
No, not
Aren't
talking about
all
fake
stories made up?
story.
Well, some stories are based on
Aren't
truth,
all
and
bards
s-
made up?
And
Stefan
some-
Spielbergo?
And you know,
Bards seem kind
Montana
of fake
Jones
to
is
me.
real. His exploits are real.
it's been proven that they were written in
I'm
someone's
not
home.
gonna tolerate any disparagement of Montana Jones.
May I ask a very important question?
Yes.
Nagheim, what did you just pick up?
A music box.
Fantastic.
You can all take your hands out of the holes, by the way.
Ooh, it wasn't as
getting
bad as
cozy in
I was
there.
expecting. What was the other artifact that we
A comb.
grabbed? A comb.
We're collecting objects of importance.
To a little
Do you
girl,
wanna-
maybe.
To
Do you-
it could be from when they were growing up, their families.
who's
I'm gonna
got
just
a
kind of
goodie,
inspect the music box.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Guidance.
Guidance. Oh, yeah.
I can do that. Wow, and not one, so 8.
Looks like a music box. Even your company is laughing at your shit roll. That's just cruel. They don't even know what you were trying to do. Yeah.
Mean.
So you're looking at it, and to your eyes, you're looking for something exceptional. And this just seems like a plain old music box. It's got a little handle on the thing, and it's a fucking box.
Now, do you guys remember the music room? I have a feeling that this might be connected somehow. that the tune that we hear
Um,
from the music box might help us out in the music room later.
I was wondering, on the doors to the very last room, like the fifth room,
Mhm.
the one in the middle,
Okay.
thing
Yep.
and back. Do they have like holes on them as well, or like podiums near them? I can't remember.
Oh, I'm not entirely sure what you're asking me here. I'm
like
sorry.
in the door.
The
instead
door
of,
was
like, a
just like
lock-
solid stone with like the split down the middle, but it was like
Okay.
thinner than a credit card.
Okay, and then around it, was there any podiums or like
Not podiums, but
containers?
no, nothing like that. But there were 2 brass cones installed like into the wall at the top of both the doors that you came across.
Okay. So I'm thinking, how many doors were there in total? 4?
You found 2 different sets in 2 different parts of it.
Okay.
So where do we go from here, guys?
The hamsters are running in our heads
Mhm.
so fast. Colt really wants to hear the tune of the music
Yeah.
box.
You got it from
I'll do
Nagheim?
that.
If Nagheim will.
I can just crank it because I don't want it to pass through multiple people in case it does affect people's psyche.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
So, because Thorndyke has 1, I'll have 1.
Mm.
And you guys are still looking out for Thorndyke in case like something off.
Always.
Yeah.
Pinky.
So as you turn the crank, nothing happens.
Well, we know that.
So it's a broken music box.
Or it's a music box for dogs.
But not all things broken are not loved.
You like that, didn't you, Dad?
That was the most cult logic of the answers I've heard all game. Or it's for dogs. Yes, cult. Good thing you're pretty.
I got me some book learning. Expensive school doesn't mean nothing.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, if we want to, we've got a couple more rooms to get through.
Yeah.
So
I'll bring you
we
guys
should-
back to the map here.
I am gonna take a healing potion because I am at half health currently. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna take one of my greater.
Doing that, I got dropped to 4 HP.
Whoa! I figured.
So maybe we could find a way to get some rest.
I think we need to figure out these rooms first.
11. That's
Well, if more of these rooms are as dangerous as the first 2, then maybe we should get rest to face what's coming.
Yeah.
Do we
Well,
wanna do a
Rose
full
said she
rest?
does have a whole bag full of healing potions. Why don't we just heal up?
If we take an hour, I'll feel better. Hit dice.
What if we go back in the room to rest?
Something tells me this place isn't too keen on stopping when you start.
Okay.
Of course, it's not.
I can do healing potions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
And you do see the 2 members who did stick their arms in there. Even though they didn't get too banged up there, there's been a few hits, like even since like the music room, that they're still trying to top off from.
I'll take my last potion of greater healing. Please be a better roll this time. Hey, it's like Christmas, baby.
Right on.
Rose will toss a greater potion of healing to Nagaheim as well as one to Colt. So they
It's like,
have.
please don't toss, please hand. I really only have
No,
one
make a
hand
dexterity
available.
saving throw.
No, I hand it.
I have one hand that is available currently. 'Cause one is burnt to shit.
Well, I'd say with that, I mean, it's just the clothes that are still like adhered to your skin now. The rest of your flesh underneath it is good to go. Presto.
It's like black and
Thank
catfish.
you, Shizarino.
And,
Yes.
Oh,
Rose, you said a
cheers to
greater?
that. A greater
Yes.
for me?
a greater
I-
free. And Viri, do you need one? Are you okay? How are you?
I'm good. I still have a potion of supreme healing.
Yeah, me too. I still have a Supreme, which I'm kind of like holding.
That's my last one.
reserve.
I used the others.
Which color's greater?
Green.
There it is. Thank you.
uh,
I'm gonna definitely check that. While I guess we all want to go back to the music room.
what's on our way? Where do you go?
Well, we have the music room and the mirror room left.
What's closest? Sorry, I'm
The
gonna-
music room.
The music room
if
is
you look
directly
map.
across.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, it's because if we want to finish with the ass crack room, then we're probably better off going in order.
Just looking forward to that name for all.
Oh, if
the
we want to go in
campaign.
order, if we want to go in order, we should go to 3.
Well, I don't think it changes anything if we don't do them by order since we started by 2.
Yeah, we haven't been doing them in order. All right then. Music room, unless like there's something. Is there something here? There's an entranceway here we didn't actually look into. I'm assuming it's gonna be a dead end.
Oh, we can check. We haven't. We've marked the rest of the path, so.
Think.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a little peek-see here,
You
please.
bet.
Maybe there's more images of horror for us to enjoy.
Hey. Everybody likes to pee their pants.
If anybody written something I don't want to miss out. Written something?
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
Ding, ding, ding. And, oh, we're going to be quiet as well.
Everybody make a stealth check.
Okay.
Guidance for Viria.
No, the one time I don't actually need it. But I'll sure will
26.
take it.
Ooh, we all did really
Yeah,
nice.
everybody's great.
25.
With that, Negheim just seems to have a
18.
shadow darkness almost covering them just a little bit more.
Cool.
Like a see-through silk cowl.
Almost like somebody put like a blanket over someone to help hide them from vision, you know? Just like a mom being like, no, hide child, it's okay.
And down this hallway. And up this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna be going in a bit of a coil around this room. This room might have another entrance to it, but I'm not sure if that's proper. Let me assume. Okay, and then just a peek around this corner because curious.
I'm totally kidding.
He's so mean to us. Okay. So
the
we're
music
gonna
room.
head to the music room, and
'Kay.
with Nagheim's super good guidance, we're gonna right here.
And credit where credit is due. The scratch marks do help.
The scratch marks as well.
Oh yeah.
All
But
right.
Nagheim's just like, this is the quick. No, not that way. Follow those scratch marks.
Yeah. We've kind of made it.
Viri's
like,
genius
which
idea of
scratch marks?
making the scratch marks works for everybody but Viria. It tracks. All right. So we are back in the music room. Skadoosh. There we go. All right. That is room 4. So, this is the room with the podium, the skulls, and the undead orchestra.
And before we get to puzzle solving, posture, hydrate.
Yes.
Oh, we did that already. Yeah.
You're late to the party.
I mean, I will always hydrate with this good old-fashioned spicy water. But
Oh, that is a very nice water bottle. Or vase container thing. Looks great.
It's a carafe. It's
Yep.
a bedside carafe. So like when
you're
you're
such a bougie bitch.
It's a
Yeah.
water giraffe. Yeah.
No, it's just because I get really thirsty at night and I get really lazy cleaning bottles.
So do I.
Keep a water bottle.
Yeah.
Like it's a water bottle, but glass beside my bed.
Don't listen to these dicks. It looks great. All right. So, what's the plan in the music room?
Well, I guess to follow the theme, are there any holes anywhere?
we inspect for holes.
Are any of the do any of the skulls have their mouths open?
Oh yeah. Like some are like slack jawed, some are like hanging off of one jawbone, some are like, you know.
And
Yeah,
just
when
stick
I
my
looked
finger.
into the straw thingies, you could see the inside of the light coming in.
Following the whole logic, Rose will stick her finger
The
in.
whole logic.
Rose will stick her finger in the mouth of one of the skulls.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
Now,
It's
I
good
remember-
theory,
I was gonna
though.
say,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's not the holes, I think.
Remind me,
Well-
there was the bamboo sticks sticking out of the skulls
Mm-hmm.
where the maestro stand is. I took a lot of I took a lot of damage when I blew it onto one of them.
No, when
Me-
Nagheim used magic.
Right when
No.
What if-
So
you
Nagheim
blew
used
onto
magic
it.
and there was a reaction, but there wasn't any damage until someone used a second spell.
I think it was also me.
Oh, okay. Well then,
I think
yeah.
it was me both times.
Yeah, because I blew into
You-
one of the skulls and
I
nothing
got
happened.
electrocuted by the
screamed.
gold.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
screamed, but
They
Yeah.
scream.
So if more than one of us, how many of the skulls with bamboo clarinets are in front of us?
Oh Christ.
Not 6, more than 6, I'm assuming.
Way more than 6. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
I mean, if we
I'll say
each take
roughly.
two and stick them up our noses, we can
Hang
play
on,
it with
hang
that.
on, please,
No.
please, for the love of God, don't do that. Don't.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. You could get nose splinters.
So I will say there are at least 34 skulls. Probably more though.
I would.
You have to stay like that for the rest of the game.
Nostrils are
Magpie
too
will
big.
try to wander through the orchestra a little,
Sure.
just to try to get a different perspective than before, to see if there's anything missed. Like I remember there's the runes around the door, which Nagheim will be describing, like as they are walking through, they'll be describing out loud that there were the runes there, and just talking out loud a lot about how there was the screaming. This room just gave us psychic damage when the last one was more fire based. So
Are you
just
speaking
trying
this to everybody or just yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
to everybody.
Okay. I'll get you to make a very basic perception check. What is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna go up to the podium.
Okay.
I'm just walking around the room trying to notice things.
Cool,
Oh
cool, cool.
God, a 10.
That's all you needed. The runes aren't there anymore.
Yes, I remember I could see them because of my magic,
Mhm.
or they lit up because I casted the spell.
You think that?
One.
Yeah.
Do you want to
One
give the
was
music
psychic.
box a try in here?
I could take it out and wind it.
Okay. Still nothing.
We have falling damage, fire damage, psychic, and lightning. The fire damage gave us the answer. I feel like the answer is within the reaction of the room,
Can,
but we have to make it work for us.
Can I take another look at the orchestra and see if the skeletons are? I can't remember which. If the fingers are on specific notes, because I can imagine Cult has been to his fair share of chamber music
Mhm.
events, and to see if there are specific notes on each instrument. He's wondering if he can figure out if there are a selection of notes.
Who among you has proficiency in performance?
Ooh. Not me.
I
Nope,
do.
You
there
do?
are.
Excellent. All right.
So say, would the notes spell something out?
So I'll put it out there, not to take it away from you, Colt, that you ask anyone if they're musically inclined. Rose steps up. And so you ask, just your theory about like the fingering, if there is anything like that would be a specific note or anything like that. Rose, I'll get you to make a perception check, please.
Guidance.
Or sorry, a performance check. My mistake.
Oh,
I think it's...
performance.
Is your performance the same? Oh, so add... Hey, even better. Great. All right. So with a 20, you're not familiar with all the instruments, obviously, but there are stringed instruments that have basic properties to them. So there's certain fingerings and all that kind of stuff, and it'll produce a particular note. Looking at each of the string instruments alone, none of them are in the same kind of position, and being dead, they're kind of like their jaws, where some are slack, some are just in the position. So you're getting the feeling that less likely these things are playing the instruments. They're just there to simulate an orchestra as puppets without a puppeteer right now.
It's like they're missing their puppeteer. Like, and then she's gonna look at the podium and be like the puppeteer should be the conductor, and the conductor is missing.
You need music. We need music. We need music on a sheet.
No,
We
no,
need
no,
sheet
like
music.
someone to do this to control them.
I figured that was going to be blowing on the bamboo pipes, but now I'm...
Rose and Cult, I'll get you to make an intelligence check.
Golly gosh.
That's gonna be great.
Watch out. The power duo.
Between the two of you, Rose is saying you need someone to conduct, and Cult is saying you need music. You're like right on the edge of something.
Of glory.
Can someone else figure it out with watching us go
can
back
I-
and forth?
Can I look around to see if I can find like a conductor stick?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look around to see if I can't find like a sheet music stand
Sure.
or
Investigation check.
And I'm just gonna say out loud
Guidance.
to everyone, I'm looking for the conductor stick, everyone. Where's the
looking for
conductor
sheet
stick?
music.
Well, I'm on the podium. Do I notice
13.
anything?
Not anything different from when you were here last time.
Okay.
Rose, you are looking for a conductor's baton.
Yes.
I don't even know if baton is the correct term, to tell you the truth,
It
but
is.
that's what we're looking for. And you find like a rib, a tibia and a femur, which are not these things that we established last game or so. But you do find all manner of bones, and you keep going, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? And everyone's like, no, it's a fucking bone. But Cult, you are looking for sheet music. There is no parchment, there is no paper, there's nothing like that looks like the remains of a book or a songbook or anything like that. Everything is just dust and bones around here.
I guess Nighttime will go back up to the podium. Every time I unmute, he decides to scream.
Oh, that's all good.
Like, and I'll put my book down. And I'll bring out my quill. And I'm gonna try to put myself, Nighttime will look towards the orchestra with the book down and it out, and is trying to see if there's maybe, just from that perspective, to see if anything is there. Like we'll wave the quill as if as if they are, to see if maybe it got, like it would have been flicked somewhere. But they're like mimicking conducting to see if they can try to use that perspective to try to find the baton or anything.
Mhm. Make a perception check.
Good. Where's my D&D Beyond? There it is. $26.
26, nice. You don't see anything that is connecting the two. You don't see any new perspective from being up top and looking down at the orchestra, or how it would relate to the skulls in front of you or anything like that. It literally just looks like you would be standing in front of an orchestra, but they're dead.
My brain is so fried right now. Trying to connect.
Who has the music box?
I do. I was thinking of just playing it now, or trying to play it from here.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. I'll crank it and hold it out.
Nothing.
I'll set it on the podium. I'll move my book out of the way and set it on top of the podium.
And Thorndyke shuffles up next to you. He's kind of holding the comb between his hands.
Yeah,
Does that look about the same size to you?
roughly.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, open that sucker up.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a Kinder egg.
And yep. Yeah.
Try it now.
I'll crank it.
Nothing.
Ah, fuck.
But
Okay.
that comb does belong inside there. It fit perfectly. Like there are
Does it-
grooves to kind of set it in, and even as you're cranking it, the kind of rotating mechanism in there, it does snag on some of the teeth of this comb.
That's
But
what
no
the
sound is coming out.
numbers are for the skulls. We have to go back to room number 3 and find
Yeah.
the missing component.
I think
And
you're
I think I
right.
know how to. The mirror, it showed us where the traps were. We either have to find the pile through the mirror where there's no traps so we can look for it, or see if the mirror reacts with the monkey. And then if we can get the music box playing, we play it at the door, and the sound's gonna most likely travel up the horn thingies and act as the
We
key.
have to play the melody on skull flutes.
I think it does itself.
I mean, it sounds plausible. Crazy, but plausible.
I mean, this whole place is crazy.
True enough. All right, let's not waste time. You know where it is,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I'll pick the music box back up, and do I feel any difference since holding the music box or holding it with the comb in it?
Make a medicine check. Sure.
God, it's a lot. 21.
Nope.
Okay. And nobody is looking different in my eyes at all?
Well, there's a couple of them. They've got some burn marks to them, but nothing
Oh.
outside of that. No.
Twinning. Cool.
Two of them do go up to you and like,
It's the newest fashion.
I look more ruggedly handsome.
Do you
Impossible.
though? But yeah, we'll go to the mirror room.
Fair enough. All right. So I don't think there was. Let me just double check here. Yeah, you guys know like a straight path from there. So I'll say we can skip that and we can go to the treasure room. There we are.
Nagheim is going to just walk right up to the mirror
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of start following it as it turns around, looking at the treasure behind them.
Okay.
This is also, I think, the first time Nagheim is looking in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. And you see a reflection of a nobody. But behind you, you do see all the treasure and its various traps and triggers and all that fun stuff. And you keep pace with it until you do line it up so that in the distance, that cage comes into view. And there, you see, looking around, pacing back and forth, picking up little bits of hay just to like do something because they're so bored, is a live monkey.
Does it have a collar or anything around its neck or in its hand?
Nope, just a monkey in a cage.
I'm gonna try
What
to
you
make...
got?
This shows the monkey is alive.
Do we want to get the monkey out?
Regrettably, yes. If we can open
You
up the cage.
Not a monkey fan?
Everything in
this is a
here
music
tries
box
to...
for monkeys.
We do not judge fear of certain creatures.
I'm not afraid of monkeys. I'm afraid of what will happen. But I feel like we need to.
Who's the best with animals?
Who's best with locks right now?
Well,
I feel like the cage is going to be locked.
Rose, you're pretty good with the beasties. Do you want to come be my second?
Yeah, sure.
Do we not have a potion or something that allows us to speak with animals?
I think
Oh,
we
yeah,
used
I
that.
have that.
You got a scroll, right?
It's a potion of animal friendship.
Oh, you want to step up?
Well,
Whoever wishes to use it.
I mean, I feel like Rose, you're good with animals. You should probably have it.
I mean, we don't need to use it, do we?
Well, I feel
Any
like if we're
advantage.
going- Yeah.
What do I need to ask the monkey?
Depending on what happens once this opens, you might need to have the monkey show you
Yeah, should
where
we?
the prize
hold-
is.
We'll hold off on the potion if we get stuck, we'll go with the potion.
I would recommend taking it right away, but
Okay.
if you wish to save the potion, you can save the potion.
No. I'm just slightly anxious about having a conversation with a monkey. That's all.
I don't think you get to talk to the monkey.
But I'm sure the monkey will most likely be able to understand.
Yeah, no, it's that part that I'm having. I think.
Well,
I
I
think
can speak to the monkey. What do we
Yeah.
want to ask the monkey? I don't care.
I think we need to first open the door, but we need to ask we need to find out if the monkey has seen something that does not belong here, that does not match the treasure that is here.
Does it look like there's anything missing from the music box?
I'm gonna give it a once over to see if there looks like there's any holes or missing pieces.
Okay, do you want to look or does Cult want to look?
We could both look, and I could give you advantage.
What is your investigation?
My investigation is +6.
You have one more than I do, so
Okay,
I could give you.
well-
I'd rather give you the advantage.
Sure. Guidance. You like how I guidance?
I do. Just because your hair always goes a foof.
Yeah. 26 total.
26. So nothing has changed about the music box. It's still like you look it over and you try and inspect, like, is there some sort of additional thing that you need to do? Is there any other component that seems to be missing? No. It's all
So
there.
it looks
It's just
like
got
a
its little
complete-
crank to like make the gadgets go, but that's about it.
And it doesn't play at all?
Nope.
I'm gonna try once the mirror is getting back into the view of the monkey, I will try to play the music box
Okay.
to see if there is a reaction from the monkey in the cage.
Okay. So one more time, you follow the mirror around, and as soon as the cage kind of comes into view, you start playing it. Nothing.
Okay. I think we need to open the cage.
All right, I'll get my lock picks out.
The
Should I
monkey's
wait?
alive in the mirror. Is that correct?
The mirror shows us something. Well,
live
it doesn't
monkey.
show me.
Well, does it
Oh.
show you a live monkey is my question.
It shows a living monkey.
Do you want to look, Virio?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So, as you wait for the mirror to kind of come around, you begin to see the cage and the live monkey just kind of tossing around all the little bits and pieces that are left within the cage at its feet. And you can't help that when it turns to you, you are staring in the face of a white dragonborn with one humanoid hand.
Oh, it's vice versa.
Oh, it's
Bizarro
it's
world.
opposites day.
Or a premonition of things to come.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and ignore that and focus on the monkey. And I turn to Nagheim and I go, "What if we have to have the conversation with this monkey through the mirror?"
I was thinking that, but I feel like to get its full attention, the cage needs to be opened. Because
and
it
I-
does not see us right now.
Do you
What
want
if
me
we
to...
tried before opening the cage? What if the
I
monkey bites?
cannot. Because I believe I was supposed to be dead. Because of, you know, all of the stuff that had happened. So
It showed
I
me
do not
as-
show up.
It showed me as undead.
It's either that or it's showing us our fears.
Yeah.
Wait,
like
hold
you
on.
don't exist.
Rose will move to the mirror and see like what she sees,
You looking for the monkey or just yourself?
just to be like, what's the deal with this mirror?
Okay. Looking into it, you see your own reflection. Black eyes, ichor oozing from your eyeballs. The bodies of everyone you've known scattered under your feet. As you stand proud as the leader of the cult of Dionysus.
Okay, yeah, I think this mirror shows you spooky stuff.
Or of things to come.
Like maybe your biggest fear, or like wait, something you really don't want. You know?
No.
Hi, monkey.
Does it react?
Nope.
All right.
It's a good try, though.
She's gonna.
I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna explain that I'm gonna wait until the mirror's facing me and the monkey, and then I'm gonna unlock it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding for the potion of animal friendship in the meantime, just so I can like have it
Yeah,
in my hands.
I'm gonna wait for everyone to be like cool with it
Mhm.
before I do anything.
I will ready my animal handling skills and to make the calm the monkey and be like, "Hi, monkey."
Absolutely.
20 total. Dirty.
There is no lock on this cage.
Ooh. Okay. I double check with my team. It's like it seems like I can just open it. Is there a doorway? Is there
Nope.
hinges? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why I was so excited about that.
No hinges. Oh.
Is it a man in a costume?
Does the mirror look like it can be moved?
You haven't tried, but they are just kind of three free floating mirrors that just kind of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take out my little silver mirror that I use for my magic and like just sort of like selfie me and the monkey with it?
You look handsome as ever with a dead monkey behind you.
It's dead monkey.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I look
Well,
underneath?
I was gonna ask, do you want to try speaking to it with the potion?
It might be an option as I quickly peek underneath the cage to see if there's any opening there.
The cage is on like a tabletop almost.
A plinth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's potion time.
I'm just trying to look through the mirror, especially since I don't see my own reflection in the way. I'm trying to see if there's anything that was missed or any reactions while people are messing around with the cage.
Are you standing sideways?
I'm not that thin.
Thank God, I'm so glad you got that. That was a good joke. Come on now.
I've heard that joke my entire life.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So I'm just gonna go down because I forget what everybody just said they were gonna do. So
Sorry.
Viri, what are you doing?
I'm holding the potion of animal
Holding
friendship.
the potion. Cult, you are doing what?
I'm standing back.
Okay. Rose?
I'm ready to handle monkey.
Nagheim?
Just trying to connect any dots. Looking through the...
That's very vague.
I know, but I'm looking through the mirror to see if there's anything that was missed or
Okay.
it looks out of place
So
besides the monkey.
you're all kind of standing, most of you are standing in front of the cage, just kind of contemplating what the next move is. Nagheim, you're back at the mirror, waiting for it to come back around again. The only thing that's different now is that you see Thorndyke in the mirror, just kind of standing between the two, looking back from the mirror and looking back at the cage. And then just kind of constantly touching his great beard.
A little self-insert there, bud.
A little bit. I just notice how often I'm touching my beard, and I'm like, don't do it. Stop
When
it.
you have a beard, you must.
You
touch.
must. It's very nice.
Unless you have a pipe. And then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Thorndyke?
May I have the music box?
Yeah.
You hand it to him.
Oh, you gotta put it in the cage.
He opens it up, closes it.
Stay there.
Walks down towards you all.
Yes.
Places it in the open palms of the monkey.
Yeah.
Everybody just take a step back. Colt,
Let's...
take a careful step back.
Whoop.
Nagheim, make a perception check.
Yeah. Yeah. But the guy that... 22.
As the mirror comes back around, you watch as the monkey is like so excited, and he's looking at the box and he's dancing all around the box, and then the mirror goes away. The next one comes into focus, and you see it just kind of like and then goes away. Next one comes into focus, and he cranks it up.
So do we have to play that in the skull flutes?
Mr. Sandman.
Well, we will find that out when we come back from break.
Huzzah! Oh, thank God Thorndyke's here for although Nagheim did get it before it was revealed.
Yeah.
But I'm just
The
like at a
moment he
loss with
mentioned-
A loss of puzzles.
The moment that he mentioned the music box, I was like, oh my god, I forgot the monkey is in a sitting position.
Yeah.
I completely had forgotten that he was sitting there.
No
like the
worries.
skeleton.
Well, we will see how the rest of this puzzle pieces itself together when we come back from our break. In the meantime, all you lovely folks get to check out the lovely emotes that Nick Lenora has provided for our subscribers and the amazing art done by one Chuck Monty. Cult if you're nasty. All right, we shall see you in about 10-15 minutes. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. So, we just solved a mind bender of a puzzle in the treasure room. Monkey has his music box. He is happy. Everybody has a little melody in their heads. Well, Nagheim does. Let's see. Do you inform the others, first of all, what the melody is?
I don't want to say it in this room
Why not?
because I don't want to die.
We do have earrings of messaging.
Well, yeah. Well, no, yeah. Nagheim would just, as the melody plays, go, huh, and just kind of hum it out loud.
Okay. Make a performance check. Indeed.
My webcam's being...
Oh,
Yeah, you're kind of
You're
frozen on
froze.
spooky, Ari.
Actually, I was gonna say kiss face. Sorry.
I don't want to tell her out loud. We're all secretly crushing. Oh shit, she knows.
No, it's not secretly. We're all crushing on Ahi. She knows.
Yeah,
I'm
openly.
secretly-
There's no secret
Especially when
from
I do
her.
this.
Especially.
Always.
Especially.
Actually, yeah.
That's my sleep.
Okay, now
paralysis
I'm
demon,
kind of
actually.
like, yeah, so it's a good thing Jason's covering it up. All right, so that was a 17.
17.
All right, so you hear Nagheim kind of hum out to everybody who's around them. So everybody's got a vague idea of the melody.
I was gonna write down the notes and then realize I don't know how to do that.
Musical notation.
Every good boy deserves fudge.
Sure.
It is every good boy deserves fudge.
Furia's just gonna like keep humming it to herself so she doesn't forget it.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, you hum like a fool. No. I don't know. I'm making this up. So, another room down. Where do we go from
Alright.
here?
Well, I think it's obvious that we have to go in order now, as it seems that things are happening in order. So back to the music room. Was that the?
Nagheim would take one last look at the mirror and just kind of I'm gonna come back for this one day and then leave.
So, room number 4?
Yeah.
Excellent. Skadoosh. Back to the old familiar. All right. Entering the space. Once again, the Undead Orchestra. Once again, the podium. Once again, the skulls.
I'll bring out my quill and hold it in front of Rose. Be like, I believe you are the more musically inclined one out of all of us.
Yeah, but I can't write.
Do you
It's
want
more
her
as
to
the baton.
conduct?
Oh, okay.
I actually have a wand, if you prefer that.
This is the quill is of the owl bear feather that Rose gave Nagheim. So that's why they were offering it, because
Rose was just like, "Why are you giving me a pen?" That's why she
I told you before I can't write. Why are you hurting my feelings? We're in an undead place.
Undead?
I believe we either need to use the skulls to recreate that sound, but I have not studied music. I've read about it, but
It goes do 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 do. I think.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
That.
that.
Yes.
Should we try and find the screaming notes?
well,
Maybe each one of the screaming note corresponds to that. To one of the note of the song.
So this could be a little complicated. I will get Rose to make a performance check with advantage from Cult. Because while Rose knows string instruments, we'll say, you've never seen a piano. Cult has. So, you knowing particular notes and kind of how to sound them out and everything, Rose, or at least a vague idea, you don't know where the starting point would be on this whole skull arrangement here. So if you try and score a performance check high enough, we'll say you can find the starting note, and with you and Cult's help, you can try and piece it all together.
I do want to say that I'm proficient in the pan flute, which is very similar to the
Fantastic.
skulls.
Fantastic. Well, not at all, but but that gives you a better. That's a better story than the string instruments for finding the notes. So that's great. So I'll say this: if you are proficient in a pan flute, you can know the notes from trying to get the melody on the pan flute first, but you don't know where it is on the keyboard. So if you call out a note from your pan flute, Cult will be able to say that's here. Now then.
Oh no, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry.
Oh, that's perception. I think you did it.
know.
Performance. Didn't you? Wasn't that you?
That was next.
No,
Oh, that was Nakam. I'm sorry.
I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry.
No worries. Will, what's your modifier? +7. So
Oh.
we'll add.
Boom.
Okay, we'll go with the natural 20. Why not? All right. No problem. You get the same melody. And where's my cursor? As soon as the last note is played,
Fuck.
you take 43 points of poison damage, and I'll get you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Good thing I'm the one who did this, and not a sliver wizard.
Poor you, Thin Rose.
I would have survived.
You are able to vomit up the poison, so you do not have the poisoned condition,
Oh no.
and you are not silenced for the next hour.
What? Oh shit.
What if it has to be played backwards?
If it has to be played backwards, I'm gonna take a potion.
You should take a few anyway.
So, I will get you to make another performance check, Rose, to try and
Guidance.
play it backwards. Once you're done. Sorry, take your time.
What if now in the fire room where we got the music box, the damage was spread out? How we can't. There's only one conductor in an orchestra. I don't understand how that would work.
So, Rose, I'll get you with a performance check.
Maybe we each have to play a note.
Or maybe we all have to go along the bowl.
It's 5 notes. If
Do you
I'm
have guidance?
counting.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say.
I don't know why you rolled twice.
It was potion of healing, and then because Fred always has it on the 2 rolls.
Oh, I thought I still had
No, this one would have been just you. So we'll
Oh,
say
okay.
11.
deal.
Okay. I won't make it too hard.
Oh, motherfucker, called it.
Yeah.
So, do you take another crack at it?
Does anything happen?
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
that-
melody you play on the pan flute.
Oh, I thought she was doing it.
She was
Oh, I
just,
thought
this was
I-
just to figure it out.
This is to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, I will play it.
Guidance. But
Okay.
Nagheim's gonna keep their hand on Rose's shoulder,
Okay.
just to see if maybe having a connection can help soften the blow a little bit.
Ooh, maybe you shouldn't do that.
It's fine, I got health.
Do you
I got
now?
over half. I got health for now.
All right, I roll performance.
Sure.
With the guidance.
I'll touch Rose's other shoulder.
Oh, we're all
feel
taking a
very-
piece of this. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
we
very
can-
supported, thanks. But it's maybe unnecessary. Maybe you want to step back a little bit. All right. Thanks for the support.
Oh,
10.
with guidance.
That's
Hey,
four.
that's so bad. That's so bad.
This is horrifying.
That's horrible. I've seen that band.
Yeah,
You don't want to know how long it took me to
in that
get all that
band.
organized.
A hand for our DM. well
Oh,
done.
man.
Well done.
So, the correct pattern is played. And you hear it echo down the halls of the maze. And that's it.
I believe the way in has been opened, but our location is known.
Oh, the beastie.
So maybe we should haul ass.
Yeah,
We
let's
should.
go.
And
Let's
do
get
I?
going.
When we heard it in the room before, like in the first room, did it sound like vague around, or did it sound like close? The beastie.
Oh, no more than usual.
Okay. We should haul ass, but yeah, fuck it. It knows our location. We should try to haul ass, but I want to try to take a less direct route. I can't really see the map right now, so I don't think we should run down to.
Come
the
on, Keen Mind. No.
Well,
I'm
I-
kidding. I just
I
want to
don't
hear
think-
you speak before you did anything. Here, there it is.
Oh,
But yeah.
Dally.
I think we should try to go towards that door instead of this one, because I feel like the southern door is viewed easier, so it might be where the creature would check out first. Maybe, I don't know, I could just be panicking right now.
Well, it's also a closer route than anything else right now. So yeah,
While this is going on, I will take a potion of healing superior.
you bet. Roll it up.
I am feeling weak.
So is that the plan, everybody?
I'm good with that.
Cool.
And we're just huffing it.
Hoofing it. We're not gonna stealth then if we're hoofing it.
No. All right. So I got you guys down there.
Thank you.
You're at the doors. And as soon as you reach the doors, it opens before you.
Everybody in.
Ooh, someone keep eyes on our back.
I got a bird. It's watching behind us.
So, finally, breaching the stone double doors of this central chamber. Chamber? Chamber. Thick cobwebs are pried apart as the doors open to the interior. Inside is dark, but after the few footfalls of the party enter the space, one by one in the four corners of the room, a sickly green light begins to crawl across the four walls. Silhouettes of objects begin to appear along the left and right walls, as if there were works of art being displayed. But as the tendrils of green light stretch further into the center of the space, you see crumpled in the middle of the room a large broken entanglement of what may have at one time been a brass chandelier. As if the light touching the metal brackets brought with it some form of current, the chandelier slowly jostles and rights itself, pulling in broken fragments, shaping the warped metal, finally being lifted higher and higher to the domed ceiling above. Once it reaches its full height, blue-tinged candlelight seems to emanate from candle wicks that aren't there. The mixture of the green glow from beneath and the blue hue of lights behind. Blue lights above bleed together to give the room a poisonous turquoise color. But now you can see around the room that there are stone pillars or display cases lined up on either side of the walls. At the far end, across from the main entrance, there sits a throne. And just as you think to start inspecting the room itself and what clues you can gain from where to go next, you hear the shriek of rusted metal grinding as 6 cages begin to lower themselves down from above to rest along the floor of this room. Anybody who is proficient can make an investigation check. Cool.
18.
It's gonna be 18 for me.
Why did your...
D&D Beyond just crashed them.
Oh, no worries. All right. We're good. Excuse me. Placed upon one of the stone pillars, you see what looks to be an ornate jewelry box affixed to its surface. The lid is open, and inside you see 3 wooden pegs starting as thin as a pinky finger and as wide as a thumb at the base. Each of them theoretically could hold rings of different sizes, but the box is currently empty. Another pillar of marble can be found next to the jewelry box. It stands at least 2 feet taller than the tallest number of your party. Around it, you can see various hooks that have been hammered into its almost flawless surface. Not being entirely sure if there's some machination to this, but you do recognize that the hooks are similar enough to those you would have seen that would display weapons in certain households. But all along the pillar, every space is bare. Now, one stone pillar, which comes level to your torso, has nothing except for a decrepit velvet pillow lying on its top. I'll get Cult and Rose to do rollies for who gets to make this investigation check. Well, you know.
14.
Rose, what'd you get?
18.
Rose,
So you, baby.
this is the one you are investigating. Let's see another investigation check, please.
Alright.
+2.
Investigation is gonna be an 8.
Hey, nothing. Now, one of the last pillars to hold anything of interest has a large glass container sitting upon it. The jar has been broken on its front lower half, but the rest of it seems to still be intact. Looking around the base of the structure, you can see the long dried remains of some caustic liquid that the container must have held within it. And the rest of the pillars around the room that may have held similar items of appreciation now are either shattered or empty. At this point, everybody has entered the room. What's the rest of the crew doing?
Varia.
Yeah.
Do your eyes see anything different?
Just a lot of junk.
Do you feel a pull?
Do I?
I don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
From what?
From something in the room. Or a direction, or...
No.
Can I check for traps?
Sure, where?
I'm gonna check the direct route to the throne.
Okay.
That'll be my first foray.
Okay. So, heading towards The last item of note in this room is, of course, at the far end of this space, sitting atop a wide platform with 6 stairs leading up to it. With each step up to the landing you take, the more the hairs all over your body begin to stand on end. The more whispers you swear you heard just over your shoulder. Your eyes feel dry, your jaw remains clenched, and for a moment, you forget how to breathe naturally. But finally, you stand before a wide-backed throne. The seat, armrests, and back are lined with thin slivers of steel that seem to outline a human frame. If one were to sit in this throne, they would surely be pierced across their entire body. Investigation check.
Uh,
20.
okay.
Extending out from the armrests down towards the platform it rests upon. You had first thought there was some intricate carving or remnants of the wood used to build this contraption. But you see now, they are stacks of humanoid heads that cascade down either side of the throne. So long have they been there that their leathered skin has decayed so much that it has warped the skull beneath and affixed itself to all the other skulls and flesh surrounding them. Overgrown hair from each of the heads have draped down over top of them to give an undead veil to this horror. Vacant and hollow eyes and slack jaws bear broken teeth everywhere you look. But you don't find anything, aside from possibly sitting in the throne, to be trapped.
No traps up the main aisle. Don't sit on the throne. If you come closer, you'll see why. And it's covered in horrible, horrible heads.
I mean, I don't expect some undead necromancer to have very good taste in any case.
Fair enough. It wasn't gonna be flowers, was it? It would brighten up the place a little. Ugh.
Well, I don't think there's anything here. Thorndike.
It's,
We'll walk up to the throne just to see if there's any sense of arcane or...
Make an Arcana check.
$15.
Not that you can see, no.
What if these plinths or these presentations, the wooden pegs that might hold rings, the hooks that might hold weapons, and the velvet pillow that might hold God knows what, and the broken jar, what if we have to replace these somehow?
Giving up
Like
our
an
weapons
offering or something?
Yeah.
Giving up our weapons would be a sacrifice of protection. If people have rings, it's a sacrifice of either memorabilia or...
This place is all about sacrifice. What was in the cages again?
You don't know?
That came down. Can I go
Oh,
have a peek-see?
yeah.
Let's
Do
go have a
that.
peek-see.
You and Viria?
Yeah.
Both of you make an investigation check, please.
Drive-by guidance on Viria.
Thank you. I'm so tired, you guys.
Oh no! 14.
So 8 total with the guidance.
I gotta say, with that lower roll, you don't notice anything off the cuff about what would be unique about each of them.
But so there's nothing in these cages. They're just cages.
That's it.
Is this like the monkey cage where there's no door, or
No, there's a door to them.
Maybe people have to step into these.
I will rejoin Viri and Carlton and be, what's the deal with these cages?
What's the deal with these
What do
cages?
your elven eyes see?
Cages. And investigate myself, please.
You are, in fact,
Guys.
Rose.
14 with guidance.
Guidance set up.
15. Do I find out what's the deal with these cages?
You, aside from your more investigative friends, you notice that each of the cages while they hold the same basic shape, they sit about 3 meters squared at the height of 8 feet. So they're fairly large in height, not so much wide. Each of their gates are open, not locked. And as you look to inspect the first cage, now being very aware that there is always some trick or machination to each of the devices you found in any room in this tomb, you look to find any specific things about the makeup of these cages. And looking at the surface of the metal, you note that one particular cage is made of brass. Then when you move to another cage, it's made entirely of steel. The one next to it, even though it has faded with as many of the objects within the room, it's composed entirely of silver. And once you relay that to your friends and tell them to inspect these other cages to see what they're made of, you find the remaining 3 cages are composed of iron, adamantine, and lead, respectively.
That sounds very complicated. Why would they make cages out of all of these things?
I cannot. Right.
To hold different things.
Okay, well, what does brass hold that lead doesn't? Or iron wouldn't? Maybe silver could be a vampire.
With the
Silver is a way to prevent those who can transform.
Well, some of these
Like
metals are
lichens.
more brittle than others.
And some metals can prevent magics.
I don't know
Maybe
if
it's
it's a
just
case
had a
of
budget issue.
it being brittle or not. Because look,
It's all-
even the weaker metals, they're thicker to compensate, right?
It's metal. That's our unifier here, in case I'm wrong about the velvet pillow and the broken jar.
What velvet pillow?
There's on the plinths, there's 3 wooden pegs, something with hooks, a velvet pillow, and a glass broken jar, which looks like something spilled out of it when it was broken. And he points them all out. Rings are generally made of metal. Weapons are generally made of metal. I don't know what goes on the velvet pillow, maybe a crown of some sort. And I don't know what would be in a jar that would have to do with metal. But that's all I can figure out, is that it all has something to do with the metals. I just can't connect the dots.
And do we think the throne has anything to do with this?
Oh, there's a shitload of metal on that throne. Lots of flesh as well.
All right. Well,
You said when I inspected it the first time, the spikes coming out of it, did that look like a specific kind of metal?
Not a specific type of metal, no. Just that it was outlining a humanoid shape.
Okay. I have a bad feeling someone's gonna have to sit on that fucking throne.
I do not volunteer for tribute.
Neither do
That's-
I.
What I was thinking. And I hate to say it, but I believe it might be Viria.
Why?
Yeah, why?
You're
That's
the one with the
weird.
connection with your patron.
I mean, do we
patron
even
sent us
know if
here.
this place has anything to do with the shard in the first place? Maybe this is some fucking random tomb we just found.
Right. And Vera said that she didn't feel a pull, so
Viria has also mentioned not feeling quite as herself. Fully up to snuff.
Well,
Not
I've been
that
feeling
was a
like
poop.
myself. This is just something Thorndyke remarked.
Oh, sorry, what did I remark?
No. You mentioned you were not up to snuff. As in you were lacking, aka missing levels. But and as you... So... I feel like you need to be the one to be at the helm of it.
well, maybe we investigate this room a little bit before we have someone sit on this Poketron.
Yeah, I agree with Rose.
I fail to see how, like, any one of us sitting on that death trap is gonna help us move forward for now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't want anyone to sit on it, but just I think I'm just basing it on that fire room. Nagheim took a lot of damage. Rose took a lot of damage.
Quite
I've
right.
taken a lot of damage. It seems that it's a theme.
I'd like to take a look at the throne.
At the throne?
Yes.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I just want to look at it without touching it. Like,
Okay.
I'd like to investigate, please.
Oh, you'd like to investigate? Well, that's different. What specifically are
Well,
you looking
we're-
for?
I don't know. I want to see the pile of bodies. I want to see the throne. It's like if I can see anything that unusual, like
Should I ask a third time what specifically you're looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for. You're gonna tell me.
So you look at it, and it looks like everything that Cult relayed to you guys. That there's a spiky throne with doesn't look like a very comfortable seat. There's a bunch of dead
How
things
many-
all around it.
How many
Cult looks
spikes
very
are there?
excited. How many? Oh, none that you need to worry about. I can give you that. But it looks like if I were to sit like this, there would be spikes on all of my posterior right now. That if I
Okay.
stepped up, it would outline my body.
And like the corpses that are there, like how many are fresh? How many are hold? And if I can tell,
None
like
are fresh. This has all been underground and collecting dust and rot for like, you could guess centuries.
can I grab a tibia that's like chilling and then use it to like poke the bodies that are there?
I'll say you
on
can
the
grab
throne?
like something to poke them, but it's mostly just
Yeah?
skulls in this area. But yeah, you can poke them.
Yeah, I just want to be like
Roll for poke.
roll
Roll
for
for
poke.
poke. Meanwhile, Cult's gonna pull out his feather token and.
Are you
place it
busting
on
out a
the-
rock?
She's not using it.
Fuck
She's not
everything.
using it. There's a difference between peeing in the pool and peeing into the pool. He's going to place it on the velvet pillow.
Okay.
He's going to put his mentor's hand on one of the hooks. He's
Okay.
going to put one of his magical ring on one of the pegs, and he's going to pull out his last superior potion of healing. And before he puts it down, he goes, "You'll get what I'm going with here. We can't use magic here. These are what we have to sacrifice."
Okay. So
Now-
just a couple of things. Rose, you poke, nothing happens. You're okay.
Okay.
Real quick, what ring do you have that's magical?
The Cultivarius house ring.
Oh, right. It's around your neck. Fuck. I thought you were wearing the damn thing. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
And he looks at the potion of superior healing. We got anything lighter than this? I kind of don't want to. I don't want to use any of this stuff.
potions.
Here,
I
take
have
this
a
one.
potion.
Okay, he takes one from Thorndyke, and he kind of like sort of eyes up his sword and his ring, and he goes, Does anybody else have any
Put your
magical
shit
items?
on the wall.
Is
I'll take the mist cloak
is putting
and hang
our one means of escape on there a good idea, Colt?
I know,
I'm
I'll-
kind of thinking if anyone else has like some sort of ring, and he
Well-
snatches it back. He doesn't really want to use
Holy
it, but
hell, what does that
I
ring
could
do?
put nom nom.
he just
It's a
very
sentimental
important.
ring.
It's a mean of escape?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, escapism, like if you look at it, you think of good memories, yeah?
only to be used in
Oh
a
my
life
god,
death
I don't.
situation.
No, stop. You. If you got something that's gonna get us out of here, I'd like to be in the know.
It's not going to get us out of here. It's going to get us out of here.
It can only be charged through magical means, and my spells are not large enough to get everybody out. It is our, oh shit, everybody needs to go.
Yeah, and we're not going to abandon you here. If something's attacking, we'll fight alongside you.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, crumbs. Oh,
Should have lied.
actually pretty good at deception, which is sad. 14.
Huh.
I mean, like, pinky swear.
So,
That's
you
just
have
laughing at
items
me.
on all these things.
Yeah, well, except for the ring.
Okay. So what's going where the ring is supposed to go?
I could put nom nom.
I
not a
take
ring.
a long look to Thorndyke and I go, okay, Colt, put the ring on there.
If no one else has a magical ring, especially since it's supposed to be everybody from both parties willing to contribute, were those not your own words, Thorndyke?
Who the fuck solved the last two rooms? Please, place your ring there. Let's see if this does anything.
Throw that back in our
Solved it?
faces. Like you less
mean-
and less.
Figuring out putting our hands in the fire?
You need to stop talking.
All right, everybody, let's be friends.
He puts the
It's
ring
okay,
on that thing.
Colt. Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Ah, fuck. He takes the potion and uncorks it and pours it into the jar.
Okay. Spills out onto the ground.
Crumbs.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't use the superior one.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
He's going to take back his sword and his ring and his rock feather, and he goes, "It felt so correct. I don't know
Make
where I went wrong."
an investigation check when you grab the feather.
Ooh. Ooh, 23.
So when you pick up the feather, upon closer inspection of the pillow, you see that there's an imprint of a hand in the center of the pillow. Aside from that, nothing else of interest.
He puts his hand on the pillow.
Nothing.
What are you doing, Colt?
And he's gonna put his sword and his ring back on the other two stands and go back and put his hand on the pillow. Nothing. Apparently nothing. Grab, grab.
What did you see?
It's got an imprint of a hand on it. I don't know what that could be other than...
Was it there before the feather was placed?
Yes.
I just
Nothing
didn't
about the
notice
room
it.
was disturbed before you put anything on there.
Yeah, I just... Now that I'm looking closer at it, it became clear to me.
Can
You
I
tell
look
everybody?
around?
Do you tell everybody?
Yeah, I'm talking out loud. Not
Okay.
trying to keep it
Can I
quiet.
look around the room for a hand?
Sure.
There's still the
Kind.
cages and the throne. Wait, Jason, you said the rest of the offering plinths are busted?
Yeah.
There's
So-
a couple that are busted.
Yeah. The other, like everything that I described, like with detail, those are the only remaining things around here. There's plenty of them around the room, but all are like shattered. They kind of fell away to time and age. Rose, yeah,
Can I look for the room in the room for a ring?
sure. So you can make an investigation check. Sorry, Viri, did you say you were going to do something?
I'm
Feel like I
looking
skipped
around
over
the
you.
room for a hand of some kind.
Okay,
Either
investigation-
like a real one or
Yeah. Cool. So both of you investigation, please.
17.
Okay. And Rose got a 19. You find debris, little scattered things, both of you, like of rock and marble, some like glass fragments here and there. You find that it might be like the remnants of whatever else like the pillars may have like held at one time, but it's just scattering among like the ground and everything. So nothing that stands out to you like, oh, this is a puzzle piece. Everything just seems like the same kind of debris and waste like that you found in other rooms and everything.
Viri, I can't find the ring in here.
Well, maybe it's because there's no ring to find. Maybe we're not looking for the right thing.
Well, at least the puzzle pieces are not in here.
I think there's something with these cages that has to be done.
Let's go take a look again.
I'll say
Can we go
everybody
take a look at-
who is proficient can make a perception check.
Not me.
Perception queen.
Go queen.
So, you all confer that you want to look at the cages. And as you're heading over towards them, Rose, you notice Thorndyke standing between the jar and the pillow. And you notice he looks uneasy.
Thorndyke, you alright?
Yeah, history's just creeping me out today. I know what this signifies.
Well, don't keep it to yourself.
You're not there.
Oh, fuck's sake. My
Do
apologies.
you want to share with me or?
I doubt it's of importance, but I'll bet you anything. That glass jar held an eyeball, and that pillow held a hand. And that belonged to someone very, very upsetting. And the fact that those two artifacts are missing, I want to get out of here.
So you think we shouldn't be putting an eyeball back in that jar?
No, ma'am, I do not. And if you find a hand, don't go anywhere near it.
I looked for a ring and I couldn't find a ring, so I don't think we can find a
Yeah, looking around, seeing this, I think this place has been ransacked. I don't think we're going to find anything that's supposed to go on those walls.
So we're kind of stuck then.
Well, everybody else is kind of keen on those cages. Let's scratch every itch before we take off.
Let's take a look.
I'm
Yeah, it's
gonna look towards the doorway.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to listen to see if anything has been approaching.
Make a perception check.
Anyone else shitting their pants out of character?
Meanwhile, Rose will relay that information about the eyeball in the hand and everything Thorndyke just said, but in the earring.
Only a 14.
Tattletale.
Nothing. Oh, that's fine.
That's a gross.
It's just that they went off to do their own thing, so it was just between you and him. But yeah, it wasn't private or anything. That's cool. That's cool.
Don't
Everybody's
care.
up to date.
Would that sound familiar to me in my history readings?
Make a history check.
Ooh, that's pretty damn good.
I set the DC pretty high, and holy shit. Make a wisdom saving throw, Cult.
Ah, snap. Oh no. It's a big old 9.
For this whole journey, you've been holding together pretty well. Somehow the name Acererak just kind of rolled off your back because you've heard the name, but it was so long ago, like it doesn't really matter. But when Thorndyke puts together the idea that there's an eye and a hand, something triggers in your brain about the history of Acererak. And one of his major disciples, and someone who tried to usurp Acererak, was known as Vecna. And that's exactly how you react. And you are frightened for the next 10 minutes.
Oh shit, son.
Because
Oh, no.
you finally realize how bad a situation you guys are in.
There I go. I'm frightened.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
No idea. I just said
frightened
it.
creature has I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So
So
I'll
what
leave
we
that
will
to
say
you
is that,
to-
we'll say that within this room, you feel just unnerved to the
Okay.
point where everything's a little bit shaky for you now. It's like you got the butterflies.
You're looking a little pale.
I just not to spook anyone else, he actually kind of like moves so he's like close to Viria and not in direct line of sight of everyone else because he doesn't want everyone to like flip out or be panicked because of his reaction. And he says into the earring, he goes, It's Vecna, with the eye, the hand. I've read in history books. Acererak had a disciple who tried to basically usurp him, and his name is Vecna. This is a very
You mean like
bad
the
place.
betrayer god Vecna?
Yeah, you
No?
familiar?
You don't know him.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's and he just sort of.
Well, who's
you know,
Vecna?
That's more like it.
I don't know.
he says it's a disciple of Acererak
Yeah.
who tried to
And
usurp
what-
him.
What's did he fail? What's so bad about him?
Would
What
this
would I
be
know here?
info that Negheim would have read before, or
Make a history check.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on what knowledge I have, so.
a natural 20, so 34.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Hmm.
Get it.
14.
You and Cult are in the same boat. You are
Alrighty,
frightened
see,
for the
let's
next
go.
10 minutes. So, with Vecna, maybe it's because Vecna is a more recent name in history. And even saying recent, that could be just under a century. But the deeds and the doings of Vecna are just so horrific that when you learned about them, Cult and Nagheim, it's one of those things like you read something and you have to put it away because it's just too visceral. And the things that they were capable of doing, it's nightmare fuel. The only solace that you guys take away from it is that Vecna has escaped to the Shadowfell. So that's your only solace right now. And it was rumored that most of his power was something to do with his hand and an eye. Much like Nagheim's theory of getting artifacts originally, that they were fragments of pieces of somebody that you're trying to reconstitute or revive, we'll say. That is elements of Vecna. So the fact that the hand and the eye are not in this place where they probably should have been, something even grander than what you guys are into right now could be happening, and you know nothing about it.
Between the two of us, shaky, stuttery voices, we managed to get that information to our team through the earrings.
Ooh, okay. I guess we should get out of here, because, you're both really shaky.
What, so do you think, like, the hand and eye rolled out on their own, or someone came here and grabbed them?
I frankly, the repercussions of someone coming in here and getting those things terrifies me. Why would they want them? Why do they have them, and what the fuck are they gonna do with them?
High-five each other?
Maybe we can contemplate that somewhere else?
Alright, so we came here for nothing.
I don't know, we've got some pretty interesting information that certain Kiran Sari might be into hearing. Otherwise, your shard thing,
It might have been taken
alongside
by
with
potentially
stuff.
people trying to find power,
Well, that's
immense
if...
power to bring back.
That's if that was even
My
here in
God.
the first place. There's absolutely no indication that it was.
Well, looks like you're taking a trip to see Karen Sari with us, Thorndike.
I'm sorry, what? I was distracted. What'd you say?
I said it looks
this
like
was all-
you're
It was all in the earring.
oh, so
Colt
never
was,
mind.
yeah, wanted to keep it kind of a secret.
I think you did, but
Fred-
what did you say to
Rose-
Thorndike?
Rose is gonna say that in the earring. Looks like we're taking Thorndike for a trip to see Karen Sari.
Well, I think you said that part out loud, and he's confused.
I don't think
I didn't know. Sorry, Fred didn't realize we were having that conversation in the earring.
That's okay. That's okay.
Uh,
It didn't phase him one way or another, so don't worry about it.
Well, we have one last ditch at the cages and the throne, but Viria, this is your rodeo if you wanna.
Well, I mean, there's really nothing to be done at this point. There's no shard, and I mean, I don't get what interacting with these will bring us.
Why would she sit on a very uncomfortable throne?
I don't know.
I
Could
mean,
poke her
Vecna has nothing to do with anything relating to the Fira, as far as I know.
Make an intelligence check. I'll say Rose and Viria because you two are afraid right now.
Or not.
No, we are
Yeah.
No, we are not.
other.
I keep forgetting, like I'm nodding to the pictures on my screen,
I'm
but
like,
I'm like,
what? Because
This is gonna be a
because
great check.
so wait, do we want us to make
I
the
want
checks
Viria
because we're
and Rose to
unafraid?
roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yep.
So I heard because you're afraid, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was looking right at Cult. Cult cannot see me here. You see me here.
Brain smooth, no fear.
And
As you were.
Brain smooth.
of course.
Colt keeps trying to rub off his hand where he put it on the velvet pillow.
Lysol.
Well,
Where's my
I suggest we leave
Get
then.
out of here. Yeah.
A reminder: the doors were closed behind us.
Shit,
Are
were
still
they?
closed?
Were they not? At
Did
the
I
very
say that?
opening? I believe you. Did you not?
Well,
say
the
that?
entrance
Not
to
in
the
this
tomb.
room.
Yeah, the entrance to the tomb.
I think.
Oh, the
yeah.
entrance, not this.
Yeah, the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Whew.
the entrance to the tomb. You said closed behind us.
Yes, that one did. Yeah.
I mean, it
We
could
could
be
go check
open
to
now that
see.
we've gotten this room open.
We haven't checked on the entrance in a while.
Is
I'm just gonna walk up to the throne, just stand beside it, looking back at everyone, just kind of place a hand on it. Again, just trying to get perspective of the room.
You take 17 points of necrotic damage.
As it happens, Nagheim is fist like it's gonna like clench up on the throne and just tense up their entire body. And through the pain, force their eyes open to see if they can notice anything. Because their mindset is things have to be sacrificed.
Mm-hmm. Make a
And-
perception check.
Yeah. Is this with disadvantage with Frighten? I forgot what that does.
I think if you did the thing, it should do it automatically for you if
Ability
it
checks
does.
and attack rolls. Oh, while the source of the fear is in line of sight, though.
You're in the room.
So it's the room?
Yeah.
Cool. 25.
Nice. Nothing out of the ordinary after you did that. Sucks, but nothing.
Are you okay, Nagheim? What happened?
Just more bullshit.
That
Uh,
isn't okay.
Colt gives Nagheim that look of like, I'm pissing myself, but that curiosity that they both really share about finding things out and knowledge. And he just like kind of like takes a big gulp and walks over to the cage and he like opens the door.
Bolt.
I gotta find out. I can't just leave it. We did all of this. We did it all.
Yeah, and what's it worth if you die?
Your patron led us to him.
It's gotta mean something, Viria. It's gotta mean something. What if Vecna's been holding the dragon?
What are you doing there, Colt?
Something stupid.
No,
Oh,
not yet. I haven't done
fantastic.
anything stupid. Now the dragon wants out, right? So where is he now? Where is she? Trapped?
Yes.
Yes.
Who's trapping her?
The shards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a certain somebody. I mean, it's been like a millennia or two. Like,
Well, we don't know
Saphira
who
Shadim
put
came
her-
from, like, pre-calamity. Like, whoever she had a beef with is probably long gone. Hopefully. Jesus.
Well,
Whoever
I mean-
Jesus is.
I don't know how long dragons live, but
Oh, they can live a
surely
good long
other-
while, yeah.
stuff that lives as long.
But yeah, as for what's trapping Saphira, it's what we're concocting right here. We put all those shards together and there's a good chance she might get out. And I think that's been the plan all along. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you have insight that I don't.
I mean, no, she just wanted me to make her whole, pretty much.
Well, can't say I blame her. But, Colt, before you go sticking yourself in a cage there, there's something that was gnawing at my brain. Looking at all the different cages, not a lot of it makes sense. Except for that brass one. I've worked a good long while with many a thing. Many a trap. Perfect thing to use brass for is to hold acid. When I look around, well, steel is very fire resistant. And I think each one has something nasty attached to it.
For an element. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Each one might have like some sort of resistance. But whatever goes inside may not have resistance. And I don't know if that's the idea or the punishment.
Would I be able to remember my alchemy classes and figure out what the opposing element to brass, silver, steel, iron, and adamantine is?
Make a history check, which is at disadvantage.
Oh, right, yeah, because I'm spooked. Well, that's, I mean,
I can take a natural one. Yeah.
but wait, I had guidance, so technically, 10 is 10.
And that's how it comes out, too. Your mind is still a scramble. It's like one of those hyperactive moments where you're trying to focus on the task at hand, but your brain is like ping-ponging everywhere. So you can't just
Wouldn't know what
single
that's
out.
about.
So you keep thinking like, okay, so he's telling me like brass is, this against acid and steel against that. And, what's this ring made of? Oh, hey, it's gold. What's gold made? Hey, what about some silver? Hey, what if oh shit, I'm not focusing on the fucking task at hand because I'm kind of shitting my pants here. So that's kind of your brainwave right now.
Okay. So there's
Wonderful.
that. Huh.
So now I really hope that we don't have to do another, fire sacrifice or anything like that. Last couple of rooms were kind to us, so
I am at a complete loss.
well,
maybe we
I
should-
can resist a few elements.
I can as
myself.
well. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
But-
actually,
I'm resistant to cold.
Well, that's me too.
since making this pact, I'm able to resist pretty much any elemental damage thrown my way.
Well, that's good to know. All right.
So,
Okay. Well, let's try and piece this out. So, what are the metals again?
steel, lead, adamantine.
Brass, silver,
Brass,
steel,
silver,
iron, adamantine.
All right. So we just got to figure out which one is which. And if we have resistance, that's good. Now, whether or not this is straight up sacrifice, or if we have to overcome something, that could be something wholly different. And we can't use magic. I do not want to put everybody in a cage and just hope for the best, but
Likewise.
Ditto.
anybody else have a different theory right now?
Except sitting on the throne.
I don't like the idea of that. That looks more than just getting into a cage that looks permanent.
I'm empty. I've got nothing.
Rose and Viria, because I again realized you can't see who I'm looking at. Please make an intelligence check.
We are the wise and
Oh, that's not bad.
Do it,
18.
girls.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
rolled a 12.
The best idea you can come up with, Viri, is because you have some of your party members are resistant to some elements, cold being a popular one. You could test one cage and see if there is some sort of reaction. But
All right. I'll mention this. And because I can resist pretty much any element, I'll do it.
okay, which one do you go for?
Preferably not the one that conducts or does some kind of lightning
Okay.
reaction to it.
Make an intelligence check.
17. And with guidance, 21.
Eee.
You want to stay away from the iron cage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyone who's keeping track,
Iron.
All right, I feel like that one's. Yeah, iron does conduct electricity. Am I correct in saying that?
that sounds
right. So does my voice.
Yeah, well, I mean, even though I can
That sounds
resist
smart.
lightning damage, I won't go for that one.
So we know steel might be fire, iron is lightning, brass is acid. Now we got silver, lead, and adamantine.
Oh, there's lead in there. Gross.
Yeah, so there's 6 in total.
Wait.
I'll just move to the adamantine one
okay.
in yeah,
Let's see.
YOLO.
All right. And you step inside?
Yep.
All right. As soon as Viri steps inside the cage, with an eerie creak, the cage slowly closes on her. And almost as if the metal itself is leaking some sort of viscous material, it just erupts inside. And you take 42 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm resistant to that because I'm an
Fantastic.
ASMR.
Fantastic. 21 points.
Okay.
But once that's done, the cage opens once again.
Y'all
All
good?
right, yeah. Shaking it a little bit, but that wasn't as bad as it could have been.
That was the silver one you went into, or the adamantine?
Adamantine.
And that was.
Is it adamantine or adamantine?
Either or.
Okay.
I'll go for either. Yeah.
I'm not trusting my
Dice.
French-speaking ass with this.
I don't speak English that well, so I don't judge.
There you go. All right, so that one's some kind of, I don't know, like, felt this before, but
You would know
No.
necrotic.
yeah, necrotic damage.
Okay.
I can take that pretty well. Can anyone else?
Thorndyke will just kind of walk up to you, head down.
How are you for potions?
I only have a supreme healing potion on myself.
He'll hand you just a regular potion.
Appreciate it. I'll roll for that right now.
Okay. Does this sound
+4, so 9.
familiar to anyone? Fire, frost, necrotic, lightning, acid.
all the elements that make up magic.
Hmm.
There's one more missing.
Radiant.
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 I believe silver or lead would be radiant. But I think it's lead,
It might be lead.
because lead prevents a lot of...
It doesn't reflect.
Yeah.
So would it absorb radiant?
You know, I like your thinking there, but there's one thing. I don't see a necromancer dealing with radiant things. So it could be something
Oh.
else.
Poison?
That could be. We've seen poison already.
I was thinking that was necrotic. Was poison.
Or the
No.
acid.
Having been on the receiving end of both, you'd know the difference.
If it's poison, then silver would probably be
Cold.
reactive to that. Oh, silver's cold?
Yeah.
And a note paper. it's all in one tiny corner here.
Then that would leave lead for the poison.
Right. Correct. Well, I am not resistant to any of these things.
I hate asking this of you, Colt, but I could have you wear my armor.
I'm gonna save you that one. I kinda prepped for cold. It,
My armor's resistant to lightning, not cold.
fair enough. Mine is immune to cold.
I could take your armor and get into the old lightning, but that's still... We've got, Thorndyke for here. Me here. So that leaves fire, necrotic, acid, and poison. Any of your people, resistant to anything?
Well, not resistant, but... Okay. Alright, so
Just within a wolf rat?
I'll hit the cold. I'm sorry. Very not the lightning. You're good with necrotic. Anything
I'm good
else?
with any of them.
Alright. Why don't you take the steel? That's the fire. Rose, what are you good against?
I'm good with cold, but
Very
if
well.
there's anything left that no one can take, I'll tank.
Okay, we'll stand by on the necrotic just in case, because I don't know if my boys can handle
But,
necrotic stuff.
Again,
And,
I can.
I'll trade you a potion, Torny.
I'll see you later.
And he will send. Oh man. Let's toss it up random style. Excuse me, guys. I just gotta pull down some names from before.
Meanwhile, Viria's doffing her armor, so I may don it. Bow,
Oh, so you're doing lightning?
bow. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so write this down. We've got Viri for necrotic. We've got Cult for lightning. We've got Thorndyke for cold. Rose, you're just gonna take. Well, no. How about you sit this one out? So that's 2 from you. Oh no, wait. We'll do 3 and 3. So I'm assuming Nagheim won't take the hit. Rose, we will get you to go into one of them. So we've got.
Take one if needed.
We'll see. We'll see. So we've got fire, acid, or poison. Which would you prefer, Rose?
I'll take fire.
Okay. So Thorndyke will ask. Let's see. Ignol for poison. And Solome for acid.
Are your crew going to be alright?
No. But we have a lot of potions. So hopefully they make it out of the cage so they can take them.
Nagheim, stand by.
Like I'm standing up still by the throne, keeping an eye on everything.
Okay. And with a count of 3, everybody's going to step into their cages. Oops. Did too many there. Hold on. And in 3, 2, 1. Everybody takes 35 points of their respective damage. If you have resistance, that's down to 17.
I would have survived.
Yeah, you would be fine.
Yeah, but you're the squishiest of all of us.
I would survive with 1 HP, but I would have survived.
Not great news.
I've
I'm
got
good to
74 HP still, so I'm good.
I had 74 HP going into this. I have taken a lot of damage.
Yes.
Now, everybody who steps out of the cage, as well as Nagheim, can make a perception check.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No.
Crumbs.
11.
What was my
18.
higher one?
'Kay.
19.
So everyone but Viri. Viri, you're still kind of like,
He's looking pretty banged up.
yeah, that kind of sucked. You see that everyone has stepped out of their respective cages. Except for Thorndyke. Thorndyke's cage is still active. And it is pouring on the frost, which is now building to ice, which is now filling up the entire cage, which is encompassing the cage. And suddenly you hear a great rumbling reverberate around the entire perimeter of the room. You all jerk to one side as you feel the ground beneath you shift, and thin trails of dust and dirt fall from the ceiling above. A sudden lurch to the opposite side seems to indicate that the room has stopped whatever transition has occurred. And you all watch as the cage of cold begins to descend into the floor and disappear out of sight, as a metal covering seals its path down behind it. Now from behind, near the entrance, you hear the sounds of shifting stone. And everyone, except for Faria, notices a stone spiral staircase now descends into whatever lies beneath this throne room. And that's where we're gonna pick up next week.
The mystery deepens. Great, more mystery. The puzzles to solve.
I'm so happy!
Oh, my God.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out and tuning in. Thanks for being active in the chat room. Love seeing that.
Yeah.
So we will be back here to pick up right where we left off in this cheerful climactic moment. All right. So same time, same day next week. Until then, what do we always like to say?
Have safe Thorndyke popsicles.
Don your